Hello everyone, you're now with me, Ruben Gomez for Tvs Nightline. Now, let's moving on to the news. The government today announced the National People's Wellbeing and Economic Recovery Package PEMULIH, totaling 150 billion ringgit. From the total, 10 billion ringgit will be in direct fiscal spending, which will go directly towards the cash aid programs. The comprehensive assistance will mainly centre on three focuses, namely continuing the people's welfare agenda, supporting businesses and increasing vaccinations.
Kerana itu, sejak pandemik COVID-19 melanda negara kita, kerajaan telah melaksanakan 7 program bantuan dan pakej rangsangan dengan nilai keseluruhannya berjumlah 380 bilion ringgit. Setakat ini, sebanyak lebih 200 bilion ringgit telah disalurkan dan memberikan manfaat kepada lebih 20 juta rakyat serta 2.4 juta perniagaan. Belanjawan 2021 pula bernilai 322.5 bilion ringgit dan masih berbaki 100 bilion ringgit untuk dibelanjakan sehingga hujung tahun ini.
Muhyiddin said until the end of this year, the government would channel direct cash assistance to the people amounting to 10 billion ringgit. This direct cash assistance includes Bantuan Prihatin Rakyat or BPR.
Secara keseluruhan, pemberian khas BKC ini dijangka memanfaatkan lebih 11 juta isi rumah dan individu warga emas serta bujang dengan peruntukan sebanyak 4.6 bilion ringgit.
Meanwhile, a 6-month moratorium will be given to all individual borrowers whether they are from the B40, M40 or T20 groups or micro entrepreneurs. The Prime Minister said no more conditions such as income reduction checks or whether the applicant had lost his job and documentation needed to be submitted for the application.
Anda cuma perlu memohon dan kelulusan akan diberikan secara automatik. Kemudahan ini juga ditawarkan pada pengusaha PKS yang terjejas tertakluk kepada semakan dan kelulusan pihak bank.
Applications will open on July 7, 2021, and borrowers only need to apply and sign an agreement to amend the relevant loan conditions. And now, what Malaysians have been waiting for. The Employees Provident Funds, EPF, is introducing I-CITRA, the latest withdrawal facility to help its members tide over the impact of the Movement Control Order MCO in the short term. Through I-CITRA, 12.6 million EPF members can make withdrawals of up to 5,000 ringgit with a fixed monthly payment of 1,000 ringgit per month for a period of up to 5 months. However, it is subject to members' total combined balance in both account 1 and 2.
Pelaksanaan I-CITRA ini dijangka dapat menyalurkan 30 bilion ringgit kepada rakyat untuk menampung keperluan harian. Ahli boleh mula memohon kemudahan pengeluaran KWSP di portal dalam talian I-CITRA di i-citra.kwsp.gov.my mulai 15 Julai 2021 dengan pembayaran pertama dijangka akan dikreditkan dalam akaun ahli pada bulan Ogos 2021.
Previously, Malaysia was one of the first countries in the world which introduced an initiative such as I-Lestari, I-CITRA, an automatic moratorium to aid the people in facing challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, we asked the public what the assistances meant for them, and sure enough, plenty of gratitude and thankfulness were heard.
At least yang dapat meringankan beban rakyat, boleh tolong dengan orang sedang pekerjaan, dapat membantu dia orang meringankan beban lah.
Bagi kami ya lebih buat masa sekarang lah okey lah, sebab kini kan sudah makin banyak orang kena macam karantin, dan saya dapat turun kerja juga. So bagi yang golongan yang memerlukan memang yang bagus lah benda ya.
Boleh lah untuk kata orang nampung kehidupan seharian. Masa tu bukankah ekonomi macam kurang lah masa PKP tu.
Bagi kami sebagai peniaga tu, yang kira membantu ada je lah sikit-sikit sebagai peniaga. And then dalam masa sama je, walaupun kita tahu ekonomi negara tu macam menurun, orang kata dah banyak yang terjejas, tapi peruntukannya memang membantu sedikit untuk peniaga macam kami orang. Lepas ya macam ni, tapi dalam masa sama ada je mau saving duit untuk keluarkan untuk bayar gaji staff apa semua macam ni lah.
Now on to the next development. Cybersecurity should become the priority of every nation as the threats know no borders and become more sophisticated and complicated as ever, says Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin.
The Prime Minister said it has become one of the government's main focus areas to complement efforts in accelerating the economic growth of this country. Muhyiddin noted the problem also warns the government to give serious attention due to the upward trend of cyber incidences and cybercrime in the past 3 years. The Prime Minister said the number of cyber incidences in 2019 stood at 3,787 and spiraled to a wary 10% to 4,194 in 2020. The number is expected to surge further this year in the first quarter, where 1,300 cyber incidences have been reported.
#Imunisasi or vaccination for pregnant women is the government's proactive initiative in ensuring no group is left behind in the fight against COVID-19.
Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin said this was in line with the clinical guideline issued by vaccine suppliers with regard to the administering of vaccine to this group, which has been studied and approved by the Ministry of Health. Muhyiddin had earlier monitored the vaccination center at the Sunway Pyramid Convention Center that is dedicated to pregnant women. Earlier this weekend, more than 6,000 pregnant women received their vaccine jabs at the 2 PPVs in the Klang Valley, namely the Sunway Pyramid Convention Center and Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Center, or MITEC.
Now on to the next story. The search for a septuagenarian who fell into the river is still ongoing. The 75-year-old Iban man was reported to have fallen into the river as he was about to board a longboard around 4:30 p.m. on Sunday.
A missing person report was lodged by the victim's family members at Julao Police Station at 10 a.m. on Monday.
Pihak polis IPD Julao telah terima laporan pada pukul 10 pagi ini 28.6 di mana menurut laporan mangsa yang berasal di rumah gerasi Naga Mujuk Julao pada jam lebih kurang pukul 4 petang 27/6/2001 iaitu semalam, semasa beliau hendak menaik perahu di Sungai Mujuk, beliau telah terjatuh dari perahu ke dalam Sungai Mujuk.
According to Julao Police Chief Deputy Superintendent Andam Sulin, it was reported that the victim was allegedly swept away by a strong river current after he fell into the water. A search and rescue operation team comprised of personnel from the Julao Police Station, Malaysian Civil Defence Force and the Fire and Rescue Department was activated together with the help of 30 villagers from neighbouring longhouses. The longhouse is located about 3 hours' journey using a longboat from Julao town.
Rocking your weekend with a wide selection of music videos. From your favorite local artists to the fiercely indies, we've got you covered. Weekend Vibes new season every Sunday at 12:30 p.m. only on TVS channel 122.
Hai, apa-apa lah ya. Jangan lupa janji temu kita bersama dengan Osha, okey? Setiap hari Isnin, ingat okey, pukul 1.15 petang, saksikan Osha dan penggiat-penggiat seni kreatif tanah air kita di TVS saluran Astro 122 dan juga My TV. Jumpa anda di sana.
Hello everyone, I'm Iki. Guess what? Rhythm of Borneo will be back for its brand new season. So be sure to check out new episodes of Rhythm of Borneo every Saturday, 3 p.m. only on TVS channel 122 Astro as well as MyTV. See you guys there.
Oh my.
Why? Cannot.
I didn't say cannot, I just said oh my.
Like I would prefer if a guy doesn't know how to cook so that they'll be easily impressed with my cooking, you know.
Don't think anything is wrong.
Okay, okay. Yeah, oh, sorry.
I think I burned mine.
So you think Joachim can help?
I think he can.
Can. Just go ahead.
And now we're back. Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumers Affairs target over 500,000 retail sector and subsector workers to be vaccinated by COVID-19 vaccine. The ministry had reviewed the numbers of workers that will be vaccinated under the Industrial COVID-19 Vaccination Center PPVIN program.
Seluruh negara kita jangka kita dah perkiraan ada 500,000 yang terlibat secara langsung dalam sektor subsektor peruncitan ini, ya, seluruh negara. Itu berfasa. Lepas tu kita akan melihat sebab mereka yang terlibat secara tidak langsung pun ramai juga, ya. Sekarang kita sasar kepada 500,000 dulu, ya. Jadi keseluruhannya nanti memang lebih daripada itu.
However, this would still depend on the number of vaccine supply provided and the ministry's effort to expedite the vaccination program.
Kita bergantung kepada availability, keberadaan vaksin. Itu saya tak boleh jamin lah tu. Sebab dia bergantung kepada daripada kementerian yang lain. Ya. Tapi kita ada rancang lah untuk kita buat secepat mungkin sebab kita nak buka sektor subsektor peruncitan untuk kita merancangkan semula ekonomi kita.
Meanwhile, upon inspecting the spring PPVIN, Nanta said progress went on smoothly. Nanta hoped that this effort will revive the trade and retail sector's economy.
Berjalan, saya difahamkan dia berjalan dengan lancar dan amat memudahkan suntikan vaksin ini diberi kepada yang penerimanya lah, yang dari bidang ataupun golongan dalam sektor peruncitan ataupun mall yang khususnya. Ini untuk mempercepatkan yang kita harapkan supaya sektor subsektor perdagangan, pengedaran dan juga peruncitan kita harapkan dapat buka dengan secepat mungkin sekiranya tuan punya dan juga pekerja-pekerja di mall dan juga daripada syarikat-syarikat yang terlibat yang diberi peluang untuk kaki tangan mereka diberi suntikan vaksin ini.
Now, Deputy Chief Minister Tan Sri Dato' Amar, Dr. James Jemut Masing is pushing for prioritizing of vaccinating industrial workers, as he believes that the country could achieve larger herd immunity by doing so.
Masing stated that the shutting down of certain factories will not stop the spread of COVID-19, as infections will continue to surge once the movement control order is lifted. Therefore, he says that Sarawak's Jab First, Register Later approach for residents of remote areas is the right way.
Now, the Malaysian Islamic Development Department, JAKIM, is preparing 160 of its officers in hospitals nationwide with psycho-spiritual guidance and Islamic treatment skills to deal with depression cases. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Religious Affairs, Dato' Sri Dr. Zulkifli Muhammad, said the services would be expanded to agencies under the Health Ministry.
According to Zulkifli, the move was part of the MyCare COVID-19 initiative, which started in April 2020. MyCare COVID-19 is Jakim's initiative in collaboration with other strategic partners to provide spiritual guidance to help Muslims or non-Muslims address any problems or social and community issues that arise during the implementation of the Movement Control Order.
Now, each cabinet governing the states in Malaysia are urged to increase the efficiency of vaccine administrations to 90% starting next month. Coordinating Minister for the National COVID-19 Immunization Research Program, PICK, Khairi Jamaluddin said such a measure has to be done, as more vaccines are expected to arrive and distributed to vaccination centres PPV in July. As such, he does not want these vaccines to become frozen goods in the fridge, so to speak.
Sebab kita tak ada pilihan. Vaksin banyak sampai bulan Julai. Ya, tak lama lagi, 2 hari lagi akan banyak vaksin sampai. Saya tak nak vaksin itu duduk dalam pergi sejuk. Kita nak kena gunakan secara aktif. Kalau tak ada PPV, maka kadar penggunaan kita akan jatuh. Jadi saya telah minta supaya setiap negeri pastikan kadar penggunaan dia adalah 90% ke atas. 10% mungkin ada buffer lah, just in case ya. 10% buffer. Kalau dia guna 100% pada satu hari, dan kosong lah. Tak ada lagi. Kena ada buffer.
In the meantime, the government has agreed to allow Selangor to initiate its own vaccination program to complement PIC's effort.
Perkara ini telah pun dimaklumkan kepada saya dalam mesyuarat yang sama, yang bersama dengan Yang Berhormat Menteri Besar, bahawa Selangor ingin mengendalikan program vaksinasi mereka untuk komplement program imunisasi COVID-19 kebangsaan. Jadi saya pun telah setuju dengan permintaan daripada Menteri Besar untuk mulakan program vaksinasi Selangor. Cuma program ini perlu diselaraskan dari segi pelaporan lah, supaya kita tidak ada pelaporan yang berpilih. Mereka yang mendapat vaksin daripada program Selangor itu dapat direkodkan dalam I-CITRA supaya angka keseluruhan dapat dilakukan.
Now, this year's Borneo Jazz Festival, the 16th edition of one of the longest-running jazz festivals in the region, broke its own records as it garnered fans from more than 33 countries for its 3-day virtual journey.
In total, more than 116,000 online viewers log on to the BJF website and social media platforms throughout the virtual journey, which ran from 25th to 27th June. Typically held over 2 days, this year's BJF-themed Borneo Jazz Memories, a virtual journey, ran for 3 days, and saw Sarawakian artists performing in pre-recorded sessions in between exclusive interviews with seasoned jazz veterans like Singapore King of Swing and Asia's jazz superstar Jeremy Monteiro, Dave Brewer of Dave, the Doodaddies, and John Hammond.
Now on to the next news. Sarawak International songstress Alena Morang bagged not one, but 2 prestigious awards recently during the International Music Video Awards IMVA held in the UK. This is not a new feat for the songstress, as she has been awarded countless times for her work, but she cherishes every one of them.
Winning the 2 awards at International Music Video Awards in the UK made us very happy, and I'm also just so proud of all of the people involved in making Warrior Spirit. There was no less than 80 people involved in the pre-production, production, the dance, and the post-production also. And you know, it hasn't been a very easy time for those of us in film and in music, and I think just going through the whole process with everybody in the team last year, and you know, creating this beautiful music video and then winning an award is just something that we can celebrate in this very chaotic time. So yeah, I feel very happy and very, very proud of the whole team.
Her hit music video for Warrior Spirit has garnered international recognition for its ethereal concept and bright colors.
The color scheme and the props in the music video was very ethereal and very surreal, and I have to credit the director, who is also the art director, my cousin Sarah, for choosing that. It was really her vision. Even when I first saw the colors, I was so overwhelmed by the colors that she chose. I would have never thought of something like that.
Aside from the creativity of her music videos, there is also no questioning of Alina's expertise when it comes to playing the sape. But how does she ensure that the sape remains relevant and innovative in sound?
I work very closely with my co-writer and cousin Josh, and also the rest of the band, to, kind of think about what is the sape and what are the folk songs and the history of the sape, and then what are our contemporary lives today, our modern lives, what are they like today, and to merge the two together in a way that still honors our stories and our background. And so actually when we write songs and also when we produce music videos, there's a lot of research and there's a lot of discussion between each other, and also with our elders, with our aunties and uncles, mums and dads, to come up with the sound and to come up with the music video. And at the end of the day, we want to tell stories. We want to tell stories through the music. I really hope that you guys keep supporting your local artists and keep listening and keep watching. And thank you, all of you, for all of your support.
Legenda pejuang seni muzik Sarawak. Di manakah mereka? Pernah si kita orang terfikir apa perjuangan si Datuk dalam industri muzik kita? Kami Yumis Riani bersama kita merentas legasi seni yang semakin kurang mendapat perhatian. Karya muzik anak Sarawak terus kekal menjadi legasi seni. Sebenarnya aku tak nak kacak. Cepat dia kacak. Betul. Nak Elia makeover anda? Boleh. Elia dan tim akan makeover anda. Jadi jangan lupa saksikan Hias di Astro 122 dan My Preview. Tim? Elia belum lagi makeover. Jangan lupa saksikan hasil-hasil setiap Sabtu 1.45 petang hanya di TVS saluran 122 Astro and My Preview. Akan berfixing items happy kerana abang kandang menua pekeng korban tinggal besar yang menghasilkan terutama di madah kecaranya, and we can see salam sejahtera. Warnailah hidupmu, tampilkanlah bakat baru. Sarawak pasti maju, menginspirasi duniamu.
Now we're back with the global update. Sydney McLaughlin broke the women's 400 meters hurdles world record with a time of 51.9 seconds at the final of the US Olympic Athletics trials on Sunday. The 21-year-old, who booked her spot at the Tokyo Games, seized the lead around the final bend and beat Rio Olympic champion Dalila Muhammad's previous mark of 52.16. McLaughlin thanked her new coach and support system, adding that it's a matter of trusting the process. The US runner is set for a showdown at the upcoming games against Muhammad 31, who finished second in 52.42 at Eugene, Oregon's Hayward Field. Now, at least 7 people were killed and more than 50 people were injured in an explosion in the Bangladeshi capital late on Sunday. The cause of the blast, which occurred on the ground floor of a three-story building in Dhakar's Mok Bazar area, was not immediately known.
Dhaka Metropolitan Police Commissioner Safiqul Islam told reporters that at least 7 people died in the 7:30 p.m. blast as the injured were taken to hospitals. 7 other nearby buildings and 3 buses were damaged in the explosion. The fire department, together with the police bomb disposal unit and counter-terrorism unit, are investigating the cause of the blast. A preliminary investigation found no evidence of foul play.
Now here's what's happened in Hong Kong. Torrential rain on June 28 prompted Hong Kong authorities to issue a black rainstorm warning and momentarily suspend its stock trading session as floodwaters inundated the roads in Lantau.
The observatory issued the city's first black rainstorm warning this year, with black being the highest after amber and red. The observatory said more than 70 millimeters of rainfall was recorded in several districts, and rainfall exceeded 150 millimeters over Hong Kong Island West, Lantau and Lama. Videos obtained by Reuters showed water triggered by the storm gushing over railings, flooding an administrative office buildings at Upper Cheung Sha Beach in Lantau. The Hong Kong Stock Exchange cancelled its morning trading session on Monday due to the extreme weather. The storm on Monday morning also prompted the authorities to close schools, suspend coronavirus vaccinations, and postpone court hearings.
And now here's what's interesting. Cambodian authorities on Sunday seized a pet lion from a villa Phnom Penh 2 months after videos of it appeared on TikTok, which led to an investigation. An official from the Environment Ministry said the 18-month-old male animal weighing 70 kilograms had been imported from overseas by its Chinese national owner to be raised in his home in Phnom Penh. The big cat had been defanged and declawed. According to the authorities, the Wildlife Alliance, an animal rescue NGO, aided in the raid, which saw the lion being hit with a tranquilizer before being carried into a cage. It was then transported to the Nom Tamau Wildlife Rescue Center in the outskirts of the capital. Well, that's conclude the TVS Nightline. I'm Ruben Gomez, and remember, if you haven't registered for the vaccination, register now in I-CITRA and get vaccinated towards the herd immunity. If not now, when? Ruben Gomez, anytime, anywhere.